Hey guys, so today we're going to be looking at people who thought their house rules were normal. So yeah, let's just get right into the video. The only computer in a house was in a room, so it was common when my dad thought I was asleep for him to come in and look at porn. Excuse me? With your kid in the same room? Disgusting! I could see it across the room, but because his eyesight was poor, I don't think he understood how clear it was. I don't know that I necessarily thought it was normal, but I didn't think it was weird since it was the only computer. It just made me intensely uncomfortable and wished he'd wait until I was out of the house. When I moved out, I realized how truly unhinged it was, and it also made me take second looks at other things he did that I thought was okay. A lot of them were not. Yeah, if that's what he thinks is normal, I'm pretty sure all the other things that he's been doing is definitely not normal too. What the actual heck? Exposing your kid to that kind of stuff when they're so young? Is that dad okay? Like, seriously, what? My family was really effed up, but here's a lighthearted one. Eating banana with the skin. I mean, are there like more nutrients in the skin or something? Is that why? Having an extremely antagonistic relationship with a sibling. Like, he chased me down the street with a knife kind of thing. Parents didn't really punish him or anything, so I thought it was a bit much and kind of scary, but all siblings fight, right? It wasn't until I made a friend with a similar aged sibling and saw that they could hang out that I realized our dynamic was very effed. Anyway, everyone in the family still brushes that shit under the rug, and I get accused of being purposefully negative or fixated on the past if I mention any of these incidents without making them a joke. Negative? Why are you being so negative? He was just chasing you around with a knife. It wasn't like he was gonna kill you. Stop being so negative, you negative Nancy. Are you telling me the parents would say that kind of stuff? I think it's so effed that the parents don't care about both of the siblings. Like, okay, you don't care about your kid getting chased with a knife, but you also don't care about your kid holding a knife, chasing someone around. Like, that's dangerous too. Yeah, the parents are just not it. Whenever we misbehaved, like real big time messing up, my dad would tie us up and lock us in a room for 2 days like a home prison. Oh. Their dad is abusive. No amount of messing up will warrant something like this. Like, you know what I mean? If you messed up big time and just go to prison, you wouldn't even be treated like this. What the heck? My mum was extremely paranoid about fire, so every night everything got unplugged. So as a child, at my first sleepover, and wanting to be a helpful guest, at bedtime I went around unplugging things. The lamps, the TV, the stereo, the washer, the dryer. My friend's mother thought I was insane. Can you imagine? They were just like, you guys aren't unplugging anything yet? Let me do it. Let me help you. No wonder why I was freaking freezing at night. Yell. The first time I fought with my then boyfriend, he just looked at me puzzled and said, why are you yelling? Dude. Yeah, same. I feel like if someone yells, a part of me is just like, why do you need to yell to get a point across? You can just talk. But then it also made me realize that some people are brought up so differently that the only way that they think they can get the point across is by yelling, because that's what their parents have always done. They yell to get the point across. And I'm like, wow, that's crazy. I guess it just depends on how everyone was raised. Yeah, I was actually talking to someone about this too. And then they were like to me, you solve your arguments without yelling? And they were like, I have to yell because that's what I grew up with. And I'm like, that's crazy. I never even thought about it like that. Because growing up, I've never witnessed my parents yelling at each other. They will literally just, go calm down somewhere else. And then when they calm, they'll start talking about their problems. And I always thought that was normal. So my normal is someone's strange. And their normal is my strange. I'm like, damn, that's crazy. Make you eat dinner in the bathtub as a punishment. Honestly, it wasn't even traumatizing. If we couldn't eat without spilling our food everywhere, they sent us to eat dinner in the bathtub. Hey, that's actually not that bad. I mean, they're not making a mess on the floor at least. If they get the clothes dirty, they can just take it off and take a shower. Both parents walked around naked before and after the shower. Nudity was so non-sexual. Didn't realize that wasn't the norm until someone said something like, it'll be so gross to see your parents naked. And I was like, nah, it's not really a big deal. And realized everyone was staring. They're like, nah, I see that shit every day. Oh, you guys don't? Whenever my dad did something wrong, like coming home drunk, me, my little siblings, and my mum would have to go out in the streets in the middle of the night barefoot to go to my cousin's house for the night. I used to think it was normal somehow. No idea on how, honestly. This was years ago and I was around 8 or 9. They thought it was normal. Oh no. But it was probably because their dad would get like violent drunk, right? And the mum would just be protecting her kids. That's so sad. Every single time the dad comes home drunk, they would literally have to run away from home. That's messed up. In high school, I had two friends downstairs in my room. One, Suzanne, was from Quebec and didn't speak much English. I went upstairs for something and accidentally bumped into my toddler brother and he fell on his butt. My abusive alcoholic father started screaming at me as usual. I quickly told him that there were friends in my room and he immediately shut up and walked away. I went back downstairs and Suzanne was hiding in my closet, extremely frightened at the chaos, which to us was par for the course. Poor Suzanne. She was like, what the heck is going on? But you know what's crazy to me? It's the fact that the dad can control himself. But he just chooses to be this angry, abusive person. Right? So it's not even like, oh, he just can't help it. He just has anger issues. No, not really. Because he could literally just stop himself as soon as he realized there was company. So he stopped himself and walked away. So no, he can manage himself emotionally. He just doesn't want to. Didn't have anything nice to say and prided themselves on always saying it. I hate that. It's just like, I hate people like that. They just want to make people feel bad. Whenever we did something bad, my dad would punish us by making us do these physical things like holding our ears, squatting and jumping around, squatting while leaned against a wall, and just random ass things. Turns out there were punishments he endured while in the Korean army. My friends looked horrified when I told them. Wow. I think that's like a lot of Asian kids. Holding your ears. You literally had to just face the wall and hold your ears because you did something wrong. And that's like the most Asian punishment. It's either that or you just get whooped. That's all. There's no in between. My father had a 2-seat sport car. He and his girlfriend got the seats. Me and my friend got the trunk. My friends were horrified then. I am horrified now. They thought that was like normal. Getting the trunk. Oh my god. Yeah. I would actually start panicking. Like, I can't do well in like small, tight spaces. What the frick? A lot of people tend to reuse their bath towels for a few days before they put it in the dirty clothes. My mum thought that was disgusting and decided that bath towels would get washed after every single use. It was my job to do the laundry every day, so I was told I needed to be doing 3 loads of laundry every single day. A lights load, a darks load, and a load of towels. Oh my goodness. Every single day, how much are the water bills? Yo! I mean, I get it, using a different towel every single day, but like, why do you have to wash it every single day? You can just wait until like the end of the week. Why are they doing laundry every single day? What the heck? Being like a servant to your parents. My mother would pick me up from the babysitter after she got off work, get home, go to her room and watch TV until she went to sleep. If she wanted a can of pop from the fridge or a snack, she'd yell, bring me this. If she had something to say to me, get your ass in here. What the hell? Why would you talk to your kids like that? You know what I mean? Like, I would never want to talk to my kids like that. I want my kids to love me. You know what I mean? I want my kids to realize how lucky they are to have me. I don't want my kids to freaking like despise me and then want to move out as soon as they turn 18, once they have money. No. I want them to be like, if I'm going to move out, I'm going to miss my mom. You're literally only supposed to have kids because you want to care for them. You want to take care of them. You're not supposed to have kids because you want them to take care of you. Have kids because you feel like you can provide them with a good life. I didn't realize it was uncommon to need to run out of your home and hide in a treehouse when your brother acts up. I was an adult talking to a therapist about my brother's antics when she said, hey, it's nice you have empathy for your brother, but he was and is quite mentally unwell, not to mention extremely abusive and cruel. I haven't spoken to my brother in over a decade, but I'm aware he's been nicknamed the benevolent sociopath in his town because he's so polite and friendly until he's very much not. Those who know him well are a bit shocked he hasn't ended up in prison or mental hospital because he can lie about it and he's so good at manipulating people. Sociopaths are like normally like really liked people because they know how to make you like them. It's kind of crazy. The way my sister treated me, I really thought it was normal for an older sibling to hate their younger sibling and make no effort to hide it until I was about 14. I jokingly told my friend she didn't need to pretend to be nice to her brother just because I was there. She asked what I meant. Cue horrified expression when I explained. So yeah, turns out not everyone tries to kill their sibling. Who knew? Yo, that's scary. Why do siblings hate each other? Like, is it the way that they were raised? Like, their parents favored one more? I don't know. Well, can't relate. Well, that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Tell me in the comments down below what your thoughts are. And as always, thanks for watching. Hope you guys liked it. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.